When one awakes, one gets a serious glimpse into the ego function's need for control, need for power and ability to deceive mind into believing all kinds of unreal things. If we describe evil as causing unjustified harm to another, then we can see from justified where ego comes into play, because ego creates all kinds of unreal worlds specifically for the purpose of justifying or creating action. The human collective hive mind is obviously complex and interesting in regard to justification. Very often we see violence justified by mimetically induced imaginary worlds. Sometimes war and tribal violence is just straight up kill or be killed, but religions, ideologies and artificial divisions, patriotism, need to be ginned up to get people to overcome the compassion function in order to get them to engage in attempting to extirpate others. An example would be the U.S. entry into World War I, where the U.S. leaders mounted a propaganda campaign to shift blame for the war from human stupidity onto a property inherent to the German mind. How do you explain it? Evolution. The ego program has obvious adaptive value, and one can see many evil things in the animal kingdom which promote the DNA of a creature. A male lion that kills the cubs of its rival, for example, liberates reproductive resources for his DNA. More precisely, we should say the DNA that configures a lion such that it kills rival DNA, grows its own percentage of existence within the gene pool. DNA can do the math. We can look at ego's love for power in an act like wanton killing. Ego loves having a power of life and death. Most people have likely experienced the dopamine release that comes from frying ants with a sunglass, hunting an animal or riding a bike over a caterpillar. Fortunately, biology also makes a complementary resistive function in the form of compassion or remorse due to an ability to imagine the experience of the other happening to ourselves. Play in killing and experiencing the joy in it prepares the mind for conditions where it becomes adaptively useful.